the arrow of time that we experience, like the evolutionary structure that we experience, is really related to the position of things in the space, right? The position of memory in the space, the imprint of memory in the space. And the memory, because it's in a superfluid and superconductor, the memory, while you're able to remember because it's linked to you, it's still, entangled with you, those bits of information on the structure of space. And so you're really kind of like, and so you're really kind of saying that the past in that case is more like just information that's still present, on the structure of space in those coordinates in space-time. So like to give you so now all of a sudden the arrow of time is linked to the mechanical functions of the universe. That is, think of you going around the world, as the earth is spinning, and then as the earth is going around the sun, it's making a spiral through space, right? Because the sun is moving. Imagine that you're leaving a trail of information along that whole spiral, and it's connected to you because it's entangled with you. All these bits of information are connected to your frequency experience at this moment, right? In which you're placing the information in space-time. You could think of it as like making a disturbance in the fluid, like as you move your finger in a fluid, how the particles all spiral behind your finger, right? You can think of that being the information you're leaving entangling with you as you're moving through the fluid structure of space-time, right? And that, so that means that the reason why you can remember is because you're actually accessing information on the structure of space, and your present is actually the information that you're leaving in that moment, but it's influenced by the past because there's these eddies that are still producing their effect on the present. And then you can imagine that you can make some predictions about what the eddies are gonna do in the future, right? You could run the mechanics of what's happening forward and see a very specific evolution, right? That would, so it has some deterministic function where it's going, this whole vortex thing that you are, right? Of all these billions of Planck oscillators that are like doing their thing. And even physically, you're leaving some of these vortices behind, right? Because, you're shedding, trillions of atoms every second because cells are dividing at the rate of like 1 million cells a second. And, each cell is made of 100 trillion atoms. So, you're leaving stuff behind, even on the physical plane. And so basically, this arrow of time and this evolutionary arrow is really the description of the vorticity or the fluid dynamics of space-time, learning about itself, information transfer across this whole thing, right? Whether if for a planet, for a star, for a universe, or for an individual on a planet.